Hi, and welcome back to What's the Damage companion show to the incredibly well-known and popular actual play D&D show, Roll for Damage. I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me, but you were wrong. Wrong, I say. I'm back after a slightly unplanned absence. Anyway, so we have a couple of episodes to cover, and there was so much chains, mirrors, monsters, envoys, old friends, the literal face of Thara's Dune, and oh my, did our heroes have a time of it. Um, 3 weeks ago? It has been a minute, but to remind you all, the Shield successfully talked themselves into accompanying Lex into the darkest, most dangerous, and scariest dungeon yet on the show, I would say, literally called the Ruins of Darkness. It was extremely dark in there, very dim and gloomy. Um, But the shields bravely trudged their way through, only getting mildly lost, maybe like once, twice, it was fine, before making it to, to the chain at the heart of the dungeon, only to come face to face with Tharizdun's very sexy goth herald, and then Tharizdun himself. Crazy. They did all go mad from the sight. And then, most upsettingly of all, Dobby's literal ghost shows up. He may have actually had a physical body, I don't know, but Dobby was there and it was insane. And he appears to be Tharizdun's minion now. What a trip. Anyway, after a harrowing battle with some kind of crazy chain demon thing, everyone managed to make it out of the collapsing ruins just in the nick of time. Everyone survived. Run after the stream for links. Oh no. Oh, did I go off? Okay, sorry, my connection just gave me a little warning. Let's ignore that and hope it goes away like the engine light. I always stick around after the stream for links, charities, resources, etc. I'm your host, Truth Venson. Hopefully my stream won't go out. And this is What's the Damage? Welcome back. I have got three wonderful guests with me today. We've got Jay, who plays Campion, and also Dobby. Used to, sadly. We've got Caleel, who plays Baltaim, who has not died even once. And we've got, even this time.
Don't put that juju on me.
Oh, we talked about it last time too. We'll see how long your streak of undeath, or not death, I guess not undeath, lasts. Anyway, we also have Dick, who plays Sinric. Hello, guys. So quite a bit happened. It was a lot. What is the damage?
Oh man, emotional or alive? I mean, yeah,
Never make friends and let them die.
yeah.
That's the lesson,
Sage
man.
advice. Sage
I thought you were
advice.
just gonna end that at never make friends.
Never make friends.
Not worth it.
So they just
Just gonna leave you.
cares at that point.
They just become enemies later on.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's put that on the
they
shirt.
become evil
Holy
zombies,
shit,
they come
dude.
back to haunt you.
That's for free, guys. That's for free, by the way.
That's free advice from Khalil. Don't make friends.
It's a bumper sticker right there.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Lordy. Don't make friends, they'll just become your enemies later. Anyway, so we have quite a bit to cover, but before we jump into everything, how were your characters in particular, if you can cast your minds back to 3 episodes ago, as you all like approach the ruins of darkness? Like, were you confident in your group and being able to get through this pretty major threat? Were you nervous? Were you excited to see what was in there? Do you remember? It's been a bit.
I mean, honestly, it was one of those going there. I didn't think we were at a level or power level adequate enough to deal with anything there.
And
Which,
Cinder
you
did
know,
say something similar, I think.
was kind of my motivation is why, maybe we should just, stick back and do what we can for the time being. But, hey, we stepped up, we did what we could, and at the end of the day, I mean, it didn't go horribly.
Nobody died.
He didn't die, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't go good, but it didn't go horribly.
Could have been worse.
Yeah. So, I mean, pleasantly surprised.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was glad nobody died or no one really came super close to death.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, Campion.
How close to death are we talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was unconscious for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yo, man, but Campion, he was confident, bro. He was like, yo, science is on my side. Science is my god, bro. Science will protect me. And then, hey, man,
Until it doesn't.
it won't. And then he finds out it doesn't. And he's like, oh, shit, okay, cool.
Science has betrayed me.
There we go. We find out our, true villains of this campaign are just all of Jay's characters.
Exactly.
Pretty
dude.
much. Pretty much.
Hey man, I'm such the embodiment of the Agent of Chaos, dude. I imagine if my last character I play Thars, dude, and like it's just not ready. It's just I play Thars, dude. I'm like, hey, dude, what's good?
This whole time, Jay's
Jay's
characters
next
have
character
just
is
been
just
Thursday's
Thars,
avatars.
Oh my god. Oh
And,
my
like,
god, that'd be
person-
such a twist.
And
Like,
play the
just-
long
Ultron,
con on
dude.
us.
And they turn into like, yeah, dude, I'm the Avatar.
That would blow my mind.
can't.
That's my new pet theory for the whole
Oh,
campaign.
Man, that's awesome.
I would not be disappointed with that end.
It's like
Spoilers.
exactly. Just let it slip.
No, Baltimore was he's not excited to go here. He's like,
Mhm.
I think rightfully the like appropriate level of like, we should probably not be like how we usually are with things we deal with. But he was I think for the first time probably like more hesitant than like I feel like Cindric was too, kind of like in that scope. I feel like more than he's been and more than like everyone else was. He was sort of like, if this is what we're like, this is something we're not like cut out to do, like we should probably like take a step back. And like that's
Yeah,
fine.
Baltaim and Cindric were aligned sort of in that opinion way back when you were still discussing whether or not you should even go on this class, which I thought was interesting, especially since Baltaim was historically a bit more of an impulsive character, but he has really sort of learned to temper that.
Yeah, I feel like he's impulsive when it's fun. You know what I mean?
But he
When
doesn't
it's
think
like-
dying's fun.
Yeah, when it's like mushrooms and like hag like dust, like that's fun, like impulsiveness. But like when
That's
it's like
drugs.
darkness and like death to everything, it's like okay, well,
This is a little bit
Yeah.
less fun.
a little less fun.
Yeah, eternal darkness, madness, kind of a buzzkill when you think
Yeah,
about it.
so-
Yeah.
Got to put his big boy pants on for that one.
Yeah, speaking of Voltaire though, so which episode was this in? He actually at one point does approach Lex to discuss some of the things that he had found out, re their bit of interesting shared history. What kind of information was he hoping to like get from Lex, or was he hoping to have her like collaborate on something, or do you just think she should know?
I mean, I guess he was just hoping to get anything. I mean, he got some things that he didn't know, but he didn't like he didn't know if she knew what had happened. So it was mostly he was like, I want to like comment to you. It's like, do you even know this? If you did, like, do you want me to like stop intervening with like your part of it, or like, do you want me to like, if I find anything out, tell you anything about it, just as a courtesy, because like you feel like normally people like just because he doesn't care necessarily with like his past, he's more like in the future, like what's in the present type of guy. Doesn't mean that he understands that other people like have their like things that are important to them about their history, about their past. So it's like if I can give someone something that they didn't previously have, or just help them with something, because Lex is a busy woman. This is something like I could help you out with, and this is more less of like we're like this like higher like lower like relationship, and more of like where I'm like coming at you as an equal and like a friend, trying to like reach out my hand of friendship to you and like, do you want to know about this sort of thing? So that was kind of what I was going for, and kind of like what he was hoping for, and like he wasn't hoping for anything like super important or enlightening, but like if he did, that's like okay, that helps get in the right step and stuff.
I feel like you just made her relive childhood trauma, bro. like, hey, yeah, your parents got assassinated, right?
I didn't say it as.
Can we help you figure that out, bro? Which is really surprising, yo. And then her going to that, like, I'm just like, yo, fucking Lex and Dobby were just like fucking mirrors of each other, dude. Exactly, man. I'm like, wow. No wonder why like fucking Dobby like didn't trust her. She's fucking Dobby, bro. He's just like, I don't fucking trust you, bro. She's gonna stab me because he would stab all of you in the back. I'm just like, wow, dude. They should have been bros.
They should have been bros. Tragic.
Oh man, the wasted opportunities.
But in that sense, Baltahine understanding of Lex so far is that she is a very straight shooter. She doesn't like everyone talking around, like and that's Baltahine too. He's like very like, can we get like to the point of this and like go? So he was like, I'm trying to like, he wasn't like coming at it like super rude. I don't know if that she took that way, but she didn't say so, or like felt like she was upset by it. So it's like, I'm trying to like,
so she was insulted.
Yeah, I was coming at you like, hey, this is what I'm not trying to hide anything for you. I'm just like letting you know what my intentions for this thing is. What do you feel, or what can you do, or can you help me, or can I help you help me, sort of thing.
I mean, she seems like the type of person that as long as you shoot straight and shoot from the hip, I mean, she might not like what you say, but she's not going to hold it against you.
Exactly.
Yeah. She'll respect it. Just be clear. Don't talk too much. Lovely. Okay, so I am curious. So when Quinn counterspelled Campion, when he was trying to charge back in, what was Campion trying to do exactly? Because it definitely seems like some heroic, like self-sacrificing Hail Mary type of shit. How what the plan was.
How it seemed the Campion was working off the theory that he recently discovered with the artifact that they had powering the portal thing. And he was just like, okay, supposedly limitless potential with magic, they kind of like hit all the spectrums of magic. So in his mind, it was like he could tap into the glasses in order to repair one of the chains, because the chains were breaking. So his mind was like he could tap into the power to try to attempt to fix the chain, which was a complete
flaw in your
suicide
logic, though.
Which was major flaw.
Well, there was no pedestal.
True. Oh, well, no, the pedestal wasn't anything. It was just holding the object. There wasn't anything.
That was my point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fucking wow, dude. But yeah, it was just like, yo, man, I thought it was possible. I was in full like, yo, man, fucking science, bro. I was in science mode, man. I thought I was invincible.
Okay.
I thought I could do it.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Can I say one thing?
I know.
You can't put science in front or behind something, and it'd just be acceptable. You can't do that. You can't just be in science mode, and it's like, okay, well, now it's fine.
Like he's gonna keep trying.
It could be his
Eventually it
call
will-
sign. You know, when he runs into battle, it's just like for science.
Yo, dude. I mean, I was having mad flashbacks to like when it was going on. I was having bad flashbacks about the dragon. I'm like, oh, dude, the
Yeah,
dragon's
I
not
was
real.
just like,
The
it's another
dragon's not
hologram
real.
dragon.
You know, I was at that confidence level with Campion, and I was like, yo, man, double whammy. Like, it's not gonna fail me the second time, bro. Science is gonna save me.
You are onto a good point, though. I'll give you that. I mean, what if instead of focusing on figuring, like securing the other shackle, we instead focus on rebuilding one?
Oh, dude.
Because they only need 3 broken, so if we rebuild another one and they break one, there's still 1 down.
Well, I feel like at that moment it was in the option of it was already in the process of breaking. I felt like a broken shackle is a broken shackle. You can't really fix it. But since it's in the action of breaking, if I were to just mend it while it's breaking, it would hold, and he would fail to break the shackle. And in his mindset, that was as much a thought that I went into this. I didn't think of any of it was possible or repercut. I didn't think of anything. I was like, yo, I'm gonna fucking do this, and I'm gonna save the world,
good.
bitch. I was like, I'm gonna save the world. They'll write songs about Campion. They'll write books. But no. No Serenity, like even if it was possible, right? Like she would have allowed me to try to do it. But it would have been like the role would have been fucking out there, man.
Like 35, yeah.
Exactly, bro. Which hey, I was
it would
riding
be
the
more
high.
that you would have been trying to do it while demons were attacking you because they were
yeah.
already coming out of the portal at that
Yeah,
point,
man.
so.
Yeah, and Greybone, he's super squishy, bro. It was gonna be, yeah, man.
So basically, we were gonna have 2 of Jay's characters come back as like dark Jedi versions.
That's
my
what I'm
God.
saying.
What would like actually happen?
Evil Greybone.
We're each gonna have a J character to fight at the final battle.
Exactly. This is how this story goes, bro.
Dobby's
for
gonna
fucking
be like Shield of
Quinn.
Twilight and like
Yeah.
the J like core.
Yeah, Dobby's for
evil
Quinn
Jays.
and Campion's for Perry, and then like all my other characters would be for the rest of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is how this is done. Why did you figure out the story? You ruined it for everything.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
well,
Yeah.
we
For
spoiled the
months,
whole
bro.
thing.
We're too close.
Trust
to
me,
the
it's still
thing.
not
Sorry.
ruined. It would still be great.
It would be great.
It's like it's coming, and when it happens, you're still like,
I can't believe
know?
they did that.
You're just like, oh, this fucking,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah, standing ovation after the final. Everyone stands up in their bedrooms where they're watching this stream. Oh, I see the future.
Man.
I see it so clearly. Has this actually been discussed in the game though, like the option of repairing these shackles? I feel like nobody's really brought that up as a potential thing to do.
No,
we haven't.
Yeah.
Well, we
I don't
haven't
think
seen one
anyone's
broken
considered
shackle.
it.
Yeah.
We think
Two.
like I feel like how
Two.
it's been advertised.
Yep.
It's like once like it's a finite thing. Oh, true.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
2 that kind of this one, but I mean, like before this, we only seen the 1.
hmm So yeah, it was just like, oh yeah, it's like it's like, oh, once the shackle's broken, it's like it's broken. You can't be like, oh yeah, once the shackle's broken and he leaves, yeah, we can just fix it back up and then boom, we're good.
But
Like,
they
are you
were
just following
created
the
to
Harold
begin
around,
with.
like undoing his work?
Yeah, let's Bob the Builder this shit. Let's fix it. Yes, we
See,
can.
they were created at one point, so I mean, follow the logic.
I think we're probably might be getting to those questions after the aftermath of this, because like now we're like
Yeah.
we're 2 safety nets down. You only need 1 more, and there's 3 everywhere else, right? There's 3 other ones out
There's
there.
3 left.
Yeah, there's
2 left.
There's 3. Yeah, there's
Oh,
3.
okay.
There's 5 total, but like they only need
Mhm.
1, and there's 3 out there. So like we can't like
Yeah, so you can't be in 3 places at once.
yeah. So it's like
exactly.
you might have to get to that sort of like thinking now after the resolve of this,
Mhm.
because
Like, what
We're-
options do we have?
yeah, we're kind of running low on options because they just get 1 more. It's darkness.
Interesting. Okay.
Darkness, my old friend.
Well, speaking of darkness and madness and horror, you guys saw the face of Thara's Dune and really went crazy. And he talked to you guys. He was actually kind of friendly. So what was it like seeing the big bad? Yeah. He was like, "Hi guys, I chose you. You're my favorites."
It's like we're like the mice that you put in the maze with the cheese at the end. You
get attached to the
that's
mice,
what we are.
You give them little names.
You really want them to find the cheese, but they're not.
Bobby just fell off the table instead of going in the maze.
Oh. Yeah, now he rides in like the scientist pocket. That's Dobby, little lab rat. Awesome. Yeah, so what was it like finally seeing the big bad in person?
I mean, it was kind of fun to see, like the culmination of what everything's going to go down to, if it even gets to that. So, I mean, it's fun.
It was nice just like have that like big dick energy where he's like, "Shut up, I'm talking. I'm gonna like make everyone stay still. Everyone shut the fuck up. I'm talking. I'm gonna let you know what's going on." I was like, this is pretty fucking cool. like you just like, I have this room is mine. Everyone's gonna stop talking. I'm talking. You're gonna listen to me, and then you're gonna be crazy for like 5 minutes.
It was tight. Like especially like how the herald's like the upper half of the face. It's like that fucking meme of like that person like laughing, and then like they finally like, and then the head splits back, dude. It's so cool. I was like, oh shit! And then this black pit, like this kind of black pit's just like, hey, what's going on? Oh, I see you guys are you're here. Sorry you're a little too late.
It's like loaded up from a mouth.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Kermit the Frog. I'm really channeling that energy right here.
I formally vote to make this the new voice. So.
God. Kermit the Frog, God of Eternal Darkness.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a hand in there.
That's the reason why they got all the gods. They kept fucking making fun of him, dude. It's like, oh yeah, there you go, fucking weirdo with your weirdo voice. He's like, I'm one of these days, I'm gonna come and get him. I'm gonna kill all of you.
I'm gonna spread my darkness everywhere
now.
Oh my god! Oh my god! The Herald is Miss Piggy.
Oh god!
I'm fucking dumb.
Oh my god! What if for next Halloween we had like a Muppet game and we all got hand puppets?
That would be great.
Oh my god! And we're just chilling with them. Oh,
yeah, we're just like.
That's good. That's fucking.
Oh, I'm gonna write that down. Lovely. Okay. So before we run out of time, we gotta talk about Dobby. Obviously, we have to talk about Dobby. We need to address the Dobby in the room. Jay, how was seeing your old character?
Yo, it was changed, bro. You should, man. After the game, bro, I was patting Serenity on the back, dude, because I was like, this was. I would have imagined this already if Dobby were alive and like shit, like and he would have like all the twisted shit inside of him would have just festered over. And if like especially like with the whole Butcher situation, that could have gone really bad. And if that would have been like that, definitely you would have gone to Thara's dude's side. I would have like, this would have been like end game shit, dude. I would have imagined been like, oh yeah, like Thor's dude's Herald's just like right there, and he's like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm done with these people.
Let's go.
They're all assholes. I'm ready to burn this shit to the ground, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially Butcher was like, I loved you as a son, and I was trying to help you. I was like, oh fuck you, man. You ruined my life, bro. You took my eye, man. I was in love with her, bro, and she's gone. She's living her life somewhere else, man. Yeah, man. Especially like all this shit that's happened to Dobby in his life, bro. It's like the world's keeps taking things away from him, and it would have just been to the point where like enough would have been enough, and he would have been like, fuck you. I feel like that's why, oh my god, the god's name's on the tip of my tongue. Arathis. There you go. I feel like that's why Arathis was like so adamant to be like, hey, Dobby, yo, man, gods are cool, bro. Like, I'm trying to help you out, man. I'm trying to give you this, bro. And he's like, oh, fuck you. I don't trust anybody here, man. I felt like Arathis saw the potential of the danger of what Dobby could be, and instead of just like trying to like snuff Dobby out, Like Arathis was like, hey, yo, come to the light side. Stay over here. We got pizza. You know?
I was like, fucking hate pizza.
Like, fuck you. You know? But
And
yeah.
the sauce.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sauce. But yeah, nah, dude. And I really liked, like, yeah, man, I feel like, and especially like him being dead and like Arathis was like torturing him and to the point where like, you know, I mean, Thar's dude. Thar's dude was like torturing him and be like, hey, yeah, you're friends. Yeah, this is what's going on.
Those guys.
The torture's not getting to you, but I'm gonna show you what's going on with these guys. They're working shit out. Oh yeah, Quinn, like he didn't give you the thing for his family. I know you understand, but he did it for Oriana. And yeah,
like
look how
Oriana.
that's he's like, oh man, yeah. So it's like what he did that for Oriana, but he didn't do it for the Dobby man. We had like 2 bonding moments, bro, and you just threw it out the window. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, it was good. It was really good. Yeah, I really like this. I I felt really bad about the wasted potential of Dobby when he died, and I feel like this is like the full circle of like the magnum opus of what Dobby could have been, man. And I'm enjoying it, even though like he's probably gonna kill me.
Specifically you, though.
Yeah, specifically me. It's like he thought you
like, this is the guy you replaced me with.
Yeah, he's like,
you
I
can replace
hate that guy.
Dobby Punch. These 4 eyes looking fuck. Exactly.
Oh no. Dark Side Dobby Endgame. Endgame from the start. Love it. So what about the other characters? Like, what about Baltaim seeing Dobby again? So not super changed, but kind of changed. Because you guys were decent friends. You got high together.
It's true, we did get high together.
Dude,
yeah, man, we had a whole business, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to give all of it here away because I kind of want to like have it play on screen of how because it's also like it's like I've had 3 weeks to think about this. With all things had like an hour maybe, if that, to like think about this. Yeah,
like a couple
10
minutes.
Yeah, like 10 minutes, running out of the thing and like having to think about this. But I think I will say Baltimore even though it's kind of like surprisingly it doesn't seem like it, he is a man of faith. So he is a person that believes in what he's seen of actions and what he's seen with his own eyes, essentially. So this might not be something he takes as well, or he might not take it as well, it depends on how everyone else takes it, but it might not be as well as some others. I'm like anticipating them to take it, but I might be surprised by how people react in general. But I don't think he is gonna probably take it too well. But he might take it in a different way than some people might think. I would say.
I see. So we'll have to tune on Friday, is what you're saying, to see
Exactly.
Baltaim's emotional, whatever it is. Journey as Fontain's emotional journey. And what about Cynric? Because Cynric and Dobby
that was
came
awesome.
in. Yeah, he has some pretty harsh words for Cynric.
It's interesting because again, me as a player and how I looked at the situation over the course of 3 weeks is the difference between me taking a passive role and looking at things as gray, where it kind of let me see, Dobby was more of like a black and white character. And it was a stark difference in the personality. And that's something that just, 10 minutes can't really catch up with. So, I mean, that's going to be something to deal with this, now that we can take a walk back to the city. But
nice long
it's definitely something to put in perspective, that kind of like glass shattering moment where someone tells you you're a crappy friend and it finally clicks.
Yeah, you're dead,
and not
bestie.
Those hey,
your zombie friend.
Yeah,
not a zombie, but whatever he is, a wraith, a thief. Just we don't know what he is yet. We'll find out.
He's a dark Jedi. He's a
Dobby. It's like chaos infused Dobby.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Dobby with a little extra sprinkling of chaos, just some chaos on top of the chaos.
Yep.
I feel like you should
Love
get
it.
a pet abyssal chicken to, like sit on his shoulder. Go great with the patch.
Abyssal chicken. All spiky. I don't know what abyssal chickens look like, but I can imagine them very vividly. Anyway, so all that. But let's talk about the combat with the big chain demon thing, because that was also pretty intense.
Get thrown
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
It's a party, everyone's just flying everywhere.
Yeah, just
I actually thought it was a lot of fun going into to an encounter where, it's like that sense of, okay, we're not meant to win this. So what can we do to safely fall back? Because we haven't really had that situation where we've looked at something and said, all right, we need to pull back. What does everyone need to do? So that I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I think we've only really retreated one other time. In the Coralon thing, there was
with the big monster thing. What was it? The tree thing.
It was he was like a sorcerer, or there was some sort of mage user, and we were kind of yeah, well, let's not attack, let's not fight this guy, and we ran. But that was very quick because I think it was only one person, and they were doing stuff. But this was more of this is a large creature with legendary actions and stuff like this. You need to figure out how you can get away from this creature and get everyone else out.
He clearly was made for some crowd control shit, because it was
right.
We were also fucked up during that time too, dude, with the whole
with the whole madness thing. Yeah,
exactly.
I think you all had effects on at one point.
I think Perry was the only one that didn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was trying to make sure I wasn't trying to kill anybody, but in the best capacity possible, and I feel because it was he was scared of everybody, and so he was just this is the same thing. This has happened to him before. I think when we did those stone statue.
Yeah, Cedric's thing.
Yeah. That was it was the same thing that kind of affected Campion.
Slightly different effect.
Yeah,
he wasn't actually frightened. He wasn't frightened.
Yeah.
He had no control of his actions other than to attack the person closest to him.
Right.
It was like a compulsion, whereas the other one was fear.
It was a fear. Okay, got you. So it was he couldn't really control.
That's
I feel he was trying to focus on trying to get away from people to not kill them, and also trying to not do the same thing to Lex like he did last time when he was possessed. And he did. But at least this time,
he tried. He tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only shot her twice. So,
exactly. Instead of fucking heat metal on her fucking neck. Oh my god. I'm still trying for her not to kill me.
But whereas before the compulsion to attack, whereas this one was just okay, I'm feared. For all intents and purposes, I probably wouldn't attack unless I had an opportunity. My first thought would probably be run away.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's how I sometimes look at it.
Yeah, I think that's in the mechanic of fear too. You're supposed to just get away from whatever it is that you were scared of, if I'm remembering that correctly.
And by doing that, I got into the creature's reach and was being flung all over the place, man. Yeah. I was oh shit, dude.
And I spent half the battle trying to get to
him. He's teleporting over here, and then I go over there. He's fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So difficult.
I try my best. I have a lot of mobility when I do everything.
Do.
But it just takes a while to get to there, so you're just too far away at some point. So it's fuck, Jay, stop moving. So when he stopped moving, Jay, I need to get him.
That was kind of a funny visual of Jay being flung back, or Campion being flung back and forth, and Baltimore being
no, wait, no.
Yeah, dude, I really wish I really wish I could animate that shit and just be D&D animation. It's I was and then he's trying to save me, Baltimore, and then fucking Campion just gets flinged up with the chain. It's
It's playing a game of keep away.
Exactly. Oh my god, dude.
I think we should have considered this.
Yeah, dude, I need to take a couple of art classes. Figure
Yeah, I
some shit
mean,
out.
you need to make your time machines and go back and pick one of us and be like, you need to go to art school.
Yeah, I need to go to art school now.
You've been chosen.
Abandon your life plans. You're going to art school.
Like
Don't ask why.
An animator.
Subliminal messaging. Oh my God. Cool beans. Okay, so you all did manage to escape the whole thing. It was very dramatic, and then you didn't shoot Lex, which is great. But what's next? We kind of discussed this a little bit, but there is only one more chain that needs to be broken until everything goes completely. So, like, what do you think is the next move for your party and for Lux and for the whole trying to stop the end of the world crew?
I don't think we have enough information to answer that.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a suspicion that, Lex and them don't have enough information to
I was
answer
gonna say that
question
too.
either.
I think
So
we're
it's
gonna be
just
in
like
different, like untraversed waters right now. Yeah. Yeah, I think what's next is Lux Eterna and Shields of Twilight are gonna put our heads together and figure out what the fuck's going on, how we can do something that's probably never been done before. We don't know. Maybe
the world before, didn't they?
Yeah. But I'm not too sure on the details if like they actually fought the Residence Avatar.
They
or
fought.
Not.
Well, from what we know, they fought the Avatar, but
Not
there was
himself.
nothing about like shackles or anything.
Right.
So, at least, I mean, that's what I recall.
Yeah.
It's a bit new.
So yeah, we're gonna be some like new-ish waters coming up soon. I feel maybe
uncharted territory.
Yeah.
It might be time to start looking for allies and getting people rallied to fight.
Yeah,
hey, if they're gonna overwhelm us with demons, we might as well overwhelm them with people.
Gotta get some kind of fucking 5 armies type situation.
Yeah, we get some cinematic, army scene going on.
Yeah, prepare for war with the demons.
Get the druids,
demon army.
Get the trillions, get us an army. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, fucking go to Wana and get some kung fu people.
Yeah.
Some kung fu people. Yeah. Honestly, I think it would be cool if this is obviously not the ideal for you in game.
Truth is cool. Our script writer. Everything she's about to say is going to happen in the future, guys.
Exactly.
Hey, my predictions hardly ever come true. It would be deeply cool if you had like a giant battle with the demons, like a whole sprawling, like the 5 armies thing that you mentioned. But mostly because I really want to know how Serenity would do big battle scene mechanics, because I'm sure she'd come up with something really interesting. Yeah.
That would be complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like that would be like a cinematic played out in the background while we do something.
Or have like some roles determining how some certain things work.
Yeah, like
because you're not going to roll for like 10,000 people. Honestly, that's
I have seen it done, like with on who did it? Dimension 20 did it. They had like different units as different actors.
Oh yeah, the chunks.
Play. Yeah. That was cool. Trebuchet. Anyway, okay, cool beans. With that, I think we will move on to our topic for today. And our topic for today was inspired by our somewhat unexpected mini hiatus for October. So our topic for today is taking breaks and how to not let them break you. I don't know what the gesture was, but I copied it. Anyway, first question. So you personally, as a player, do you willingly take breaks from gaming, or does the universe have to kind of force you into it? Do you only do it when there are holidays or on vacation, or do you occasionally just be like, okay, I could use a week off?
I don't think I'm equipped to answer that, because I have this uncharacteristically weird ability to box everything up. So when I'm done playing and I get off the Zoom call, that D&D session goes right into that box, and I don't touch it again until next Friday when I pull it back out and take back up, or when someone asks me a question. And I mean, so in that regard, I kind of have like a break any day I'm not doing something with that topic. And that's kind of always how I've compartmentalized and kind of done stuff like that. Even with work, once work is over, it's in the box, it's done. If I make a comment, it comes out of the box and then goes right back in.
Holy
really nice.
shit, Tick. Tell me your secrets, bro. Because
I'm just like
Mindfulness
relaxed
of some
about
kind.
everything. Like it's just that whole thing of I really don't care. Like the world could be on fire, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, I need a beer.
he's the fire dog, and he's like,
You know?
this is
Oh, he's
fine.
literally the fire dog.
He's the fire dog.
It's fine.
This is fine.
Yeah,
But he means it.
Yeah,
and that's
no.
kind of how I've always been though. So
Huh.
I mean, I treat this no different than anything else, any other, commitment I adhere to as far as a game or, an event, it's because if
There it is, gone.
you let it consume yourself, then eventually you'll get to the point where you don't enjoy it and you should step away. So I just don't let it get to that point using that philosophy.
I
Agent
feel
Nice and a fascinating look into tick psychology.
yeah, dude, because my man is on some yogi shit right there, bro.
You would think I would be on like any type of substance there is, but no, I don't touch anything.
He's just like, oh, I'm chilling, man. But nah, dude, I'm the complete opposite from our resident Shaggy of this Mystery Incorporated shit show.
I could go for a sandwich. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, dude, I'm always kind of like invested even outside of like the story. Like once the game is done, it's kind of the majority of it's in the back of my head. But then I'm just like I'm always kind of thinking about it. I'm just like, oh shit, dude. What if we're in a situation, what are we gonna do? Or we're talking to somebody, we're trying to convince something, we're trying to figure some shit out. Oh, dude, like it's always kind of like there in the foreground. And then like me, like I have a crazy fucking work schedule, man, and it's like sometimes it's like you really want to decompress, but then like you think the game's over and then like you blink and then like, oh, it's game time again. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on, and you start stressing out, man. You're sweating all over the place, dude. You're fucking slurring words, bro. You're like, oh shit, man.
I think you have two different things, Jay, going on.
There may be multiple problems.
One of those might be a medical condition.
But I understand, yeah.
You might be dying, man. Are you okay? You're good?
Need some water.
But yeah, man, I recommend, bro, like sometimes like, people need to, step away from some shit and like fully like, like meditate, sometimes like a game can be like a second job, especially like when you care about like the people you're playing with and like the characters and their characters and your character. Yeah, man, it's like it's like a fantasy life that is now become a part of your regular life.
You become invested.
Exactly. The stress
Yeah.
is real, man.
The world's fake, but the stress is real.
Exactly, dude. Fuck me, man.
Like we're all gonna die in the darkness.
Oh,
Exactly.
Might as well just embrace it now. Let the chaos begin.
join the demons.
Well, Taimi, you said you never died, right? I can fix that.
Well,
Oh shit,
yeah.
dude. I can't anymore. Get the fuck out of here, man.
I mean, we've already determined I'm more dangerous to the party than the enemies.
You've killed us before. You killed at least one of us before.
Oh, Jesus.
Kill so many.
Yeah, I'm a little bit like Tick. I feel, I guess. I play like I used to play sports and I did like show choir in high school. And like a lot of like the psychology of that is like leave everything on like the field or like on the court or like do what you can do in that moment, and then after it, the game's over. You go back to doing your life, and you can like feel good that you did what you could there, and then like after that's over, it's like it's a game. You did what you could. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but then ultimately you felt like if you feel like you did your best, you can't say that you didn't. So that's kind of how I take my approach. Is like I like I'm committed. I like try to like be as in character as I can be. I try to like think through things as like character would, not try like pre-meta things like my character do, like what I would do compared to what the character does. But then like when that's done, I try to like decompress and just like do normal stuff, because it can get like a bit overwhelming if you're, because like I've caught myself doing it other times too, because I'm a human. I can't like always live through that, but sometimes I do catch myself like thinking about like I could have done this, no, what if I did that, and it can get you kind of stressed out because you're thinking of all these like infinite possibilities, and when this game is literally about chance and like possibilities. So it's like you just have to be like, and that's why I kind of like the whole thing. He's such a very like, I just think it might have been the wrong thing, it might have been the right thing, but I just think
I'm gonna commit to it.
I'm going to commit to it. And I will have to live with the consequences, good or bad, and that's just how we're gonna like play this. That's how we're gonna go for it. And so like I really like doing like playing both Ian, because he is a very like, it can go badly, but he can see like this, in this moment, we thought that was the best idea. We shouldn't beat ourselves up for that. That's what we thought was the best idea. And now we have extra information. Sure, in hindsight, everyone's fucking, a genius, but we didn't have that hindsight. So let's just take our licks, keep going on. Let's keep moving forward. And that's kind of like how I try to approach, like, not breaking yourself down and like tiring yourself out. But, every time, all you don't always live through that, all live up to that. But that's how I try to take that approach myself.
And just to kind of like add into something, we are players in this game, and there are people that are involved in different aspects of that their duties and responsibilities don't stop when the game ends.
True.
So I mean, that's all something to take into consideration is, just because you're done playing a game, that doesn't mean your commitment to what's going on ends. So I mean,
shout out to Chad and Serenity, because they do a lot of extra stuff behind the backgrounds, like podcasts and like streaming and editing, and they like it's like multi-day events for them. So shout out to them. Like it's not like just like, oh, Friday's over and it's like, oh, that's it. It's like Friday, and then like I gotta do stuff Saturday, and then stuff Sunday, and upload Monday. So like there's extra steps to it too.
Yep.
Yeah, this was mostly a question for players, because obviously DMs need breaks. Like, that's not even a question. Like, because you're prepping the game, and then you have the game, then you're prepping the next one, then you have the next one.
Yeah.
It's really like having a second job. I remember what it was like. It's fun, but it is a great deal of work. So that was a question for players mostly, because if you're a DM, of course, you're going to want a vacation once in a while, and you deserve one because you work so hard, Serenity. Anyway, and then you catch a cold, and it's like another little break from.
See, that's just life telling you, hey, you just need more time away.
Yeah.
We're going to make that happen for you, whether you like it or not.
Stop doing stuff.
Like, hey, you want more? Like, hey, you want more vacation? Now you can't get out of bed. You're welcome.
See, you ran out of vacation time, so the universe gave you sick time to keep you away.
Love it. Cool beans. Okay, so I've seen some people suggest in like D&D forums and stuff, and people who talk about D&D like we do, nerds. Some people have suggested that gaming groups might benefit from having like scheduled hiatuses, kind of like how some streaming shows do or things, but just like normal groups too. This, of course, does assume that this group meets consistently enough to need one. But what do you think about this idea?
I mean, we kind of do have like scheduled hiatuses sometimes. Like we,
well, there are holidays.
Holiday break. Like I think last time I'm trying to get like a week or two off for the holidays, because like just like I think we were like at that point it was like we're going for like 5 months. So I mean we usually have like breaks off for things. And I think that's that's healthy, because again, like just doing something every week for like 3 to 4 years, not just speaking in this context, but like in general, like it can get like it can wear you down, like just going for something like every like week. So like I think it's not a bad idea. I think it's a good idea, and I think to some degree we kind of do have some stuff like that in this campaign for us.
Yeah,
I mean,
I also agree with that. I mean, with a game like it was a quick game that I did a while back. I'd always take like the last Friday of the month like off, you know.
Mhm.
So it was just like it was always like 3 weeks of like gaming, and then like we chill for like the end of that month because you don't know like what like type of situations are going on in like regular people's lives
Mhm.
and shit. So it gives like a good stopgap to like the next month of hijinks bullshit, you know? So I feel like that uniformity kind of keeps things fresh and,
Mhm.
allows kind of like a breather for the next, crazy situation. So yeah, schedule some breaks, people. Don't be fucking assholes.
I really like that Jay's idea there, that whole 3-on-1-off
Mhm.
thing, because it does allow for the regular breaks and stuff like that to occur. But I may be showing my age here. It also allows like people like me who like having scheduled, things and
Yeah,
doing
true.
things on a routine to be able to keep to, routines, because I get cranky when I get thrown out of my routines for anything.
Mhm.
So I mean, not to say that it happens like I miss one time and all of a sudden it's like the end of the world, but um, yeah, there's comfort to having like a set way of doing things. So as much as breaks are important, I also think the opposite, having that routine, whether it's playing a game or whether it's hanging out with people or
Mhm.
whatever you're doing, um, alongside with that.
I get you. I constantly have that like weekly thing. It's like, does What Did Damage start at 7 or 8? Does this show start at 7? I constantly have that like, is this supposed to be at this time or this time? I'm like, no, it's this time. I'm positive it's this time. But I'm like, I just have that like weird thing. I'm like, am I late for something? Like feeling in my head. I don't know
Really?
why. Yeah, I just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is weird. I've never missed it so far, like because I was late. So that's good. I haven't missed anything so far because I'm like, oh, this is the wrong time. So I'm still there up here somewhat.
Yeah.
He's,
Hopefully
he's
you
still he's
won't.
still
Yeah,
same.
yeah. I mean, coming from like one of the younger people here.
Yeah.
The baby of the group, if you will. Anyway, so kind of the other side of that is sometimes when you're in a gaming group, taking a couple of weeks off can often turn into taking lots of weeks off, which can turn into not playing anymore. How much of a risk do you think this is? And has that been like your experience with groups? Like sometimes you'll take a break and then you just won't anymore because you get busy, you schedule other things.
I've seen that happen quite a bit, not just in
Mhm.
D&D in general, but like any, just gaming in general. Like you make a commitment to something and then someone misses a week, so you end up not doing something. And then the next week someone's sick, so you take another week off, and it just snowballs and people just get to the
Mhm.
point where it's like, I'm just not going to show up. And, you know, there you go. You're looking for something else to fill your time that you just had. So I mean, it sucks, but I've seen it happen, and unfortunately been part of stuff like that. Not necessarily in D&D, but like even in video game realms.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean,
man. It
yeah.
real life happens, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally just depends on you and your players, and it's just like, I mean, yeah, the hiatus can turn into a full on stopgap, but it's up to like, rallying the troops to be like, hey man, kid, what's going on? We doing it? We not doing it, bro? I feel like we got adventures to do, man. Fucking,
Lots of
asshole
dragons to
number
kill.
exactly, man. Asshole number one needs his ass kicked, bro. Come on, you know. I feel like yeah, it can dissolve, but it's like it's up to like the DM and the players to keep themselves the taste for it, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's just kind of like the conundrum of any like social interacting like group thing. Um, just like having the commitment to be there because it is it's a commitment. And like sometimes you just can't do that because sometimes other things get in your way. I think I've seen it happen. I've had it happen in D&D. I've had it happen like just general like group work and stuff like that. But it's sort of, again, like Jay said, it's kind of like if the commitment and the like will to do it is there, it can work out. If you're wanting to make it happen, even if you have to like say, hey, okay, maybe let's do what Jay said, make it 3 on, 1 off, or like let's just do bi-weekly instead of weekly if that's getting too much for everyone. Like, because then like that gives you like a week to like get your stuff in order, and then like we come back another week, and like we're just doing it two a month instead of 4. So it can be worked out if there's like that intention and want to do it. But again, there's sometimes it's just like it's just not possible because there's other things just happening, and that person just can't physically do it.
Sometimes it's just a series of unfortunate events.
That is true, and that's also a book.
Yep.
That is also a book series. Cool beans. So actually, my next question sort of touches on what Jay and Caleel were saying about like having the will to keep a group together or keep a game going. So like is this whole turning a break into a forever break thing a risk with otherwise healthy groups, or is it a symptom of people getting bored, do you think, most of the time?
I feel it's a little of both.
Hmm.
You know, you want to keep the game going, okay? You gotta make your fucking piggies want more, okay? Jump for me, baby.
And see, there's, a perfect example to point out that some people in life roll really high on charisma naturally, and then some people just roll really low.
I'm charmed by Piggy. I don't know which one you mean.
No, Jay has all the charisma in this thing.
Yeah, exactly. I was complimenting Jay there.
Oh, well, congratulations.
He's got like natural. Jay. He's got like a 20 charisma. He's like a 22 charisma. He's got
charisma. I'm an insane DM, dude. I
know.
I will throw crazy shit at my players, but I will also let them do crazy shit too. Mm-hmm. It's a give and take, man. You gotta be allowed to just it's like a drug, man. You got to make D&D a drug, You got to give them a taste.
You have to run for us at some point. I want to be so batshit feral.
You want it? You want it, man? Okay? You got to figure it out. You got to make it worth my while. Okay? Exactly. Yes, people. You want Jay to run a game? Okay? Okay, figure it out. Make it worth me, okay? Exactly. Buy some merch. Piggies.
Buy some shirts.
Exactly. Chip in and order dinner in for you on the night DM.
It's also a crime to not having this man DM for something for us. Buy some shirts.
Yeah, man. Because once you open that bottle, okay, the cork's not going back home.
I've been so lost up in this J thing. I actually just forgot the question. Truth.
It's understandable.
Okay. The question was: is turning a break into like a long hiatus or just a break up of the group a symptom of people being bored, or is it a risk in otherwise healthy groups as well?
I mean, I think both can be true. I think boredom can be a factor. But I think just like I said, and I don't want to make it sound like it's like someone's fault, because like, again, like I said, it's like people have lives. Like this is this is a fantasy world, and like the world will go on and felt like D&D. So like there is like more important things than like just playing D&D, but like if like there's not anyone's fault necessarily, because it's just like they have prior obligations that like actually pay their bills and like feed them and stuff like that, which is like important. So it can be just like, hey, we're bored and we kind of just don't feel this game anymore, which is just that's sort of up to you guys to figure out, the DM and like the players to figure out like what's the thing that you're not having interest in, like try to figure out, can you make something together that is going to interest them in something, and then maybe get them renewed into playing again. Or it could just be like that the person is just busy and they just need a week off or two, and then they'll come back with that same renewed energy they had before. So it's kind of up to the group sort of how that looks, or what type of group it is, how that looks.
All up to you.
Yeah. I mean, in my experience, I've seen it's like more or less like an amalgamation of all different reasons. Like, you have an instance where someone, say, gets married, so they're off for a week or two. And then the person that, is bored but never says anything has been off for 2 weeks, find something else to do, and then all of a
Mhm.
sudden they just disappear, and then you're down 2 people, and then the next person gets annoyed because they're having their fun ruined. And so I mean, I definitely agree with both of them. It's not just one reason for stuff like that to happen. It's usually an amalgamation of things, and to
Yeah,
quote
it's like a
again, a
domino
series of
effect.
unfortunate events.
That's
I mean,
5,000 cuts.
Yep.
1,000 little breaks. Okay, and that is exactly our time. Do you guys have any final thoughts before we sign off?
The League of Extraordinary Evil Jays will be a thing. I'm
Extraordinarily Evil Jays.
Evil Jays. I'm putting that into the universe.
Okay.
I'm gonna
If it's not a
petition to
thing,
change
I
the
will
name.
be honestly a little sad. Not gonna lie, we'll be a little
Yeah, we're
disappointed. if
invested
there's
in
not
this
just
now.
a League of Jays that we have to fight. But I will understand DM's decision to not listen to my craziness.
Yep. I would like to petition to call them the J Rangers, and then they all 5 come together to form Theris Doom at the very end.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, it's happening. It's happening, guys. You heard it here.
Amazing.
All
AJ,
right.
we need you to make you 4 new characters. 3 new
Hey,
characters,
man.
we need to make 3 new characters.
Hey man, you ready for my next character? A one-armed.
I don't think anyone
poet
is ready for your characters.
who's
No offense.
constantly drunk, because that's what's gonna happen, dude. That's the next character I'm popping out of my butt.
Oh my
And here
God.
I thought, the next character is going to be like a gnome that you play that, like, when you die, falls out of Greybone, and there's your next character. It was a secret
Yes.
gnome
I've been
hiding
in
in
there for
Greybone the
5
whole time.
Surprise.
It's like, I'm free.
Be like, it's a living. Gotta pay these bills somehow.
Lord. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys so much for coming on and talking about weird nerd shit
Nervous
and
shirt?
show.
Nerd shirts.
Okay, sorry, there goes
Nerd
my tongue.
shirts.
Look, my tongue stops working after 7 p.m. That's why we end the show when we do. This is very like I turn into a pumpkin right after 7 p.m.
Well, that was midnight.
Nope, 7 p.m.
For her, it's 7 p.m.
I'm on the
It's
West
midnight
Coast.
somewhere,
Yeah, I'm on the West Coast, but my curse is on Eastern time. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming on the show and talking with me about your show. I mean, my show and talking about your show. It's a cycle we feed into each other. Make sure to tune in on Friday to see what happens, and then tune in on Tuesday to see what happens. Exciting stuff happens in this show too. Check out, we have so much stuff for you. You should definitely check out all of it. Check out our Twitter. I believe we're still doing the art crawl. It's been the long art crawl because we have so much cool art and we need you to see all of it. Check out our store. We have merch, as was mentioned. If you buy enough, then if you buy enough shirts, then Jay will run a game for us. So he is open to bribery, and we would really appreciate that. That'd be a nice Christmas
I
present
think we're
for
all
the
open to
group.
bribery. If you buy no shirts,
We're all open to bribery. We can be bought.
I mean, food works wonders for me.
Yeah,
Exactly. We have no integrity. No integrity whatsoever.
No
Okay.
integrity of this show or this stream. None whatsoever. We'll do anything for money. What was I saying? Oh yeah, check out our store. And speaking of money, also please check out our Patreon. We have some exclusive stuff for you to see, behind the scenes things, cosplay pics, little mechanical goodies that you don't get to see but are very important for what happens in the game. Check out our Twitch. We have some of our older episodes up there. I think they're still there. And we also have like Serenity Gaming and stuff, so that's always fun to watch. Check out our YouTube. We have our entire backlog of this show and Roll for Damage up on there. Check out our podcast. We also have the entire backlog of this show and Roll for Damage on there, but only purely in audio form, wherever podcasts are sold. And I think that's all of our stuff. Do we have any other channels, which I forgot to mention? No.
Our Discord.
Our Discord. There was our Discord. We post memes. We talk. Please come talk to us. We're very lonely. Yeah, we Discord. It's very discordant. And that's it. I hope you all have a great night, and we have to see you on Friday. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.